acting weird. Satan busy. There you go. Okay. This is the book of John, chapter 4. It's lucky. Book of John, chapter 4. And I'm going to start at verse 21. And Yahweh saith unto her, Woman, believe me, the hour cometh when ye shall neither in this mountain nor yet at Jerusalem worship the Father. Verse 22. Ye worship ye know not what. We know what we worship, for salvation is of the Jews. When we read this in the NLT, verse 22, you Samaritans know very little about the one you worship, while we Jews know all about him. For salvation comes through the Jews. We'll give all praise, all honor, and all glory to call Elohim Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Hakadosh. Double honors to the elders, to the apostles. I learned this truth from. Peace and salutations to the Akim, because the four corners of the earth pushing the truth. It usually be on that side. Pushing the truth with faith and with sincerity, as well as risking their lives and their freedom to do so. Now more so than ever. Shalom to the Akim and Aqua to 30, listening and learning. Lord willing, this is edifying. Shalom to the Israelite foreigners scattered abroad and the land other nations appearing like the other nations, but subscribe to this truth. To you, I say Shalom. It's Brother Yahweh Sop coming at you with another lesson through the Spirit, through the power of Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai. Yahweh meaning He is, He exists, or He to be. By Hashem, by His in, His the. Hashem His name, Yahushai meaning He saves, or He delivers. True names of the Most High God, and His Son, who these people ignorantly call God in Jesus Christ, whose true name in the Paleo Hebrew is Yahweh. By Hashem Yahushai. This lesson is inspired based on the fact that these people don't want to accept. They can't fathom it, and that's one of the powers. That's one of the miraculous things that the Heavenly Father is doing, because He got these people. They really gonna be like so perplexed at the fact that they like He love them. Yeah, He love the ones that y'all rape, rob, murder, disrespected, shitted on, played with, all that. He gonna fuck y'all up based on it. I didn't even want to do a video on this, but the Spirit just jumped on me because a brother said defend the gospel. And the gospel says this. I don't know frickin' frack from a can of paint, right? But I don't like nobody playing with the Lord, right? That's the spirit you're supposed to be in. You're supposed to be a defenders of the gospel, like the brother said. So at the end of the day, truth of the matter is this. I don't know. I think Jake got a spirit on him, and I think the other one is just a straight demon. At the end of the day, the Lord don't care about none of that either, because the Lord gave you what you're supposed to do. Like the Lord is not going to care. Oh, I got misled. The Lord ain't going to care about that. The Lord misled you. That's terrifying, scary part about the truth. You know what I'm saying? The Lord going to save who He want to save. If you got, you got because the Lord wanted you to get God. When you take time to think on it, it's like, damn, that's deep. That's terrifying, man. You go to that word Jew. This is the word.
Strong's G 2453. Eudios.
It says Jewish, belonging to the Jewish nation. So although they will never say that we are the real Jews, there's enough evidence coming out. Why do you think the world moving in the direction it's moving? Because this truth is all over the globe. It's going to get to the point where, that dude over there, you got to watch these madmen. The scriptures talk about the devil going to come out with great wrath. This man I wouldn't be surprised if they say he ain't do it. I heard somebody say that was AI generated. I know how they get down. You know what I mean? Puff Daddy and him is friends for a reason. He's a bad boy. The elder said he's a very bad boy. That shit was funny. So anyway, long story short of this, salvation is only for the nation of Israel, flat out. What do these other nations have to be saved from? Now, certain people came here. I remember the elders were speaking on that. They said people's gonna come here, and if they kick you out, that's probably for your salvation. You know what I'm saying? The Lord don't want to do. That's deep. And certain people gonna be stuck here. We gonna have to deal with what the fuck about to happen. Hey, the Lord about to show His power. You know what I'm saying? This is I don't even know where it's at. I forgot. Like Luke chapter 2 and verse 34. Now let's go into Simeon. Simeon got to see the Lord. The Lord blessed this man because all he wanted to say, he said he wanted to see the salvation of Israel. Israel, his people. Not of every nation. And the Lord allowed him to be his eyes to look upon, the Messiah. Which the Messiah said salvation is for the Jews. So it reads Luke chapter 2. I'm gonna start at verse 28. Then took he him up in his arms and blessed the Most High and said, Lord, now lettest thou thy servant depart in peace. He said, this is what I wanted. He said, now I could die according to thy word, for my eyes have seen thy salvation. My salvation, because he was an Israelite, which thou hast prepared before the face of all people. Every nation gonna see the light of Israel. Man, we coming. Oh, wait, for this devil and Israel on the come up. Verse 31, which thou hast prepared before the face of all people, a light to lighten the Gentiles and the glory of thy people Israel. Because the Gentiles was the Israelite foreigners scattered abroad. You got two different types of Gentiles. You got those as Israelites that don't know that they're Israelites, and you got the other nations. And Paul was put in a position he had to go preach to the Israelites that was scattered abroad. That's why I was reading something. I forget where it was. I think it was. I was reading Galatians. I read Ephesians, and when you go into that, it was talking about Paul was like, man, Peter was given to the circumcision. I was given to the uncircumcision. Those that didn't know they was Israelites. Verse 33, and Joseph and his mother marveled at those things which were spoken of him. And Simeon blessed them and said unto Mary, his mother, behold, this child is set for the fall and rising again of many in Israel, for a sign which shall be spoken against. And the point I brought that out for is because the Lord said he going to cause people of Israel to fall. But he said he's going to cause people of Israel to rise. What makes you think he's going to save a heathen? When I just read John 4:22, salvation is for Israel only. Reread that in Acts 4:22 again. I must have grabbed it twice. That was the Spirit. I think that's Acts 4:12. Well, I'm going to read it. Neither is there salvation in any other, for there is no other name under heaven given among men whereby we must be saved. But only ones that could be truly saved is the Israelites. And again, you got to understand, Yahweh Shai was an Israelite. That's why he talked to Paul in the Hebrew tongue. Not coming to save everybody. And when you misconstrue the scriptures, because people want to lump everybody in this with this. Hey, Israel got their ass whooped by themselves. Israel was set apart to be destroyed and dogged and shitted on. So why would everybody get an opportunity to be blessed with Israel about to get blessed. I don't buy that, believe that, and anybody that think that is weird. Yeah, I kind of feel sorry for doing what I don't. You know, I care about me and my house. I'm gonna be selfish with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, because selfishness is actually that's what the scriptures tell you in Second Philippians chapter 2. Seek out ye own salvation, nigga. If you go on a dark path, I'm gonna try to help you, but Jake used to tell me, I'm trying to help you. Then I was looking at Jake and I'm like, Jake, you doing shit that's going to get me in trouble. Jake literally I was locked up and I'm paying the rent while I'm locked up. Jake could go down there and do that, but Jake couldn't even come bring me nothing. And I'm bringing it up to say this. At the end of the day, you better understand what you're involved in. And I wish the best for that man. Wonder why? Because I feel some kind of way doesn't mean that the Lord feels some kind of way. But you better understand, if the Lord ain't touched you yet, the Lord probably gonna test your ass. Because we about to get tested. The Lord, you ever seen a pit shake up? I've seen pits shake shit. Pits ain't the only one shake shit up. Certain dogs shake shit. You know what I'm saying? He about to shake your ass. Romans chapter 11. For a nigga, the Lord about to shake a nigga the fuck up. Show me you tough. I forgot where that was at. Romans. This is Romans chapter 11 and verse 26. And so all Israel shall be saved, as it is written, there shall come out of Zion the deliverer, and shall turn away ungodliness from Jacob. So all those, that's why, you say about grace, it's not by the law, because if you are the believer, if you are the elect, it don't really matter. You know what I'm saying? I just said that will show you how spiritual that was. Because at the end of the day, I ain't condoning nobody do nothing. The scriptures tell you how you're supposed to move and act in this truth. We all go off. Even King David went off. King David killed a man for his woman. But King David was, the Lord created different spirits for different reasons. You get what I'm saying? I remember brother told me this. I remember that. He said, I made a statement, and the brother made a statement after I made it. I said, I've seen brothers take the spirits off brothers and put spirits on brothers. And that brother said, and I seen brothers take the spirit off, put the spirit on you, and put a demon on you type shit. Like, yeah, because it's all the will of the Lord. The thing is, the beautiful part about being amongst brothers is, if a brother's really in the spirit, he locked in, he can actually he'll see that demon and get that motherfucker off you quick. You doing it by yourself, that shit hard. All right. So salvation is of the Lord. And he's not saving everything. You know what I'm saying? And he shouldn't. This is the book of, what's this? Isaiah chapter 45, verse 17. But Israel shall be saved in the Lord Yahweh Shemel Shah with an everlasting salvation. Ye shall not be ashamed nor confounded, world without end. When we get the rulership, it ain't over. Our reign gonna be on some some doom. When you go into doom, he was like the Messiah, but his bloodline ran the earth to the point where he was the Messiah, and then his like in the future, his bloodline came with some Dark Vader type of, like, that's a cold little storyline. Like, when you go into how that dude wrote that. That dude was on drugs when he wrote that. He'll tell you. But the point of it was, yeah, he saw some shit that everybody don't get to see. You know what I'm saying? That's what make us so cold, because we visionaries. You get what I'm saying? We can see this actually playing out, and that's what terrifies Esau Edom. Because they don't want to get this little shit up. This shit ain't even worth nothing. Niggas is miserable. Like, nigga, Donald Trump said, nigga, we gonna say fuck the civilians. We gonna and they might try to come up with that 2,000. They might try to. I don't see how you're going to do it. Everybody say that's not feasible. And I'm not an economist. The Lord just be telling me shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, right. So it's like, how you gonna do that? Because the way this you in debt already. So in order to be able to do something like that, it's gonna put you in more debt, or it's gonna make you like. But he want to be God. He want to be like, okay, I gave y'all that, and most people gonna jump up for joy when all that money by the brother. A stupid person be like, nigga, I'm gonna go kick it with this shit. Like people don't give a fuck for real. Like people like, nigga, I ain't paying no bills. You saw them two nigga women say, nigga, we gonna go and take the food. That shit, I still laugh at the man. They probably have baby daddies, and they like, this bitch was big crazy. You just want to now figure out she was crazy. I'll read this in Isaiah 45, verse 7. But Israel should be saved in the Lord, those that truly believe. These niggas gonna die. The Lord about to kill his own people. Why the fuck would he save the other nations that fucked up his people? The scriptures talk about, where is that at? It talks about you touch the apple of the Lord's eye. He loved us. The fuck is you talking about? But let them go ahead and be the demons that they are. Again, I'm not worried about them. I'm worried about what I want to hold on to what I got. I'm going to be selfish like that because I've seen selfishness in its truth. And nothing wrong with that. I mean, you know, the thing is, you got to, regardless of what you do, you got to answer to the Lord. That's what the point of the whole situation is. You got to take that up with the Lord. The Lord going to forgive you or you not. Israel should be saved in the Lord. Yahweh Shemashah with an everlasting salvation. You shall not be ashamed nor confounded in the world without end. When we get this rulership, it ain't going back to the way it was. You leaving Kansas, Toto. In the name of the Most High, Yahweh Shemashah, Lord willing, to is edified. May the Yahweh Shemashah be with us to protect us from the day of doom. The true believers. In the name of the Most High, Yahweh Shemashah, by Hashem, Hakodash. May the Lord Yahweh Shemashah watch over his holy elect, these so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, some of the Indians, West Indians, and Haitians, the true believers of our people. May the Lord guide us, protect us, and walk us through. In the name of the Most High, Yahweh Shemashah, by Hashem, Hakodash. I want to give double honors and respect to the elders and apostles that taught me this truth. Call Allah Yahweh by Shemashah, Salak Rayam. Call Allah Yahweh Shemashah. To those that taught me this truth. Peace and salutation to the Akim across the four corners of the earth, preaching this truth with faith and with sincerity, as well as risking their lives and the freedom to do so, not worse than ever. Shalom to the Akim and Akwat that are listening, learning, Lord willing, this is edified. Shalom to Israel forward that's got it abroad and the land of other nations appear like the other nations. But subscribe to this truth to you. I say shalom. Till next time, Lord willing, shalom, shalom. Kwab Yasharallah, Shalom.